In a world where you're faced against these seemingly unstoppable forces of nature, there are only two options. Fight them, or join them. And these two picked the one that was right for their incredible talent for fighting. Akaza, the martial artist who chose the demon side and is the Upper Moon 3 from Demon Slayer. And Itadori, an incredibly strong high school student turned into the vessel of the King of Curses from JuJutsu Kaisan. Over 100 years ago, lived a poor boy named Hakuji Soyama along with his sick father. Hakuji had to survive and nurse his dying father with the money that he pickpockets from people, getting beaten so hard that even grown men would cry for every time he got caught stealing, eventually getting the nickname Demon, all because he wanted to save his dad. Sadly though, Hakuji's father, after hearing that his son was arrested once again, hanged himself and left a note, telling his son to live a straight life instead of stealing for his wealth. Enraged with the villagers who caused his father to go to such extreme acts, decided to beat the shit out of tons of people for payback. This talent in fighting sparked interest in a man named Keizo, who just annoyed Hakuji, so he challenged the man to a fight. Like any good anime, Hakuji got his ass handed to him but was offered a home and training, on the condition that he helped take care of his sick daughter, which he agreed to. Like a flower, the love bloomed between Hakuji and Keizo's daughter, especially when her health was drastically increasing. Even with the annoyance of a rival dojo that hated Keizo's dojo because of how popular it was, Hakuji was still offered the spot of being the successor for the dojo and to marry his daughter. Sadly, the rival dojo heard this and made a plan. After coming back from his father's grave, Hakuji soon found out that his lover and father figure were dead because the rival dojo had poisoned the water well that they drank from. His rage forcefully came back, pushing Hakuji to do the most insane and badass moves ever. Kill 67 people from the dojo, including the owner, with his damn bare hands. A feat so incredible, that the Demon King Muzan Jackson even thought this was performed by a demon at first, which he was technically fight, since when Muzan got there, he offered Hakuji the offer of being a demon. With no reason to live or care for his humanity anymore, he accepted the offer and soon became the third Upper Moon, Akaza. As a human he was already extremely tough and powerful, killing 67 fully grown men is no easy task after all, but as a demon, he can make those numbers look like child's play with his enhanced physical abilities. He's strong enough to break a sword that's made to kill demons into pieces with a quick barrage of punches, can kill tons of demon slayers and even Hashiras, break the ground just by punching or even moving, and can even scale to a fellow Upper Moon. Even though this was Upper Moon Doma, Akaza was still strong enough to hurt him despite Doma having better durability. With this he can scale to the ice structures he could make, which will let Akaza have the power of 70 tons of TNT. He's also fast enough to throw a rapid amount of punches. Blitz tons of normal people and demon slayers, some who can dodge literal sound waves and move faster than lightning. This demon slayer specifically had the power of thunder breathing and was fighting Upper Moon 6, who also used thunder breathing. Assuming it's actual thunder and he's moving as fast as lightning, this means that Akaza can scale to at least Mach 1830. That's not all, as a demon he has practically never-ending stamina thanks to his healing factor, which can let him heal from stabs, cut off arms, and even his head being chopped off. He can only truly be killed by getting his head chopped off with a special metal, or being in the sun like a vampire. He also has a blood demon art, a special ability that only he can do for him. It allows him to punch so hard that it creates dangerous shockwaves, ones he can send to an opponent and attack from afar or just cause even greater damage from up close. Even without his demon art, his skills as a martial artist lets him see and sense how powerful someone is just by looking at them, and even predict their movements, even if they're literally behind him, or even figure out their weaknesses and counter, eventually getting stronger as to adapt to their power, all because of their fighting spirit. It's even more impressive to know that technically, Akaza is actually weaker than what he could be since he refuses to eat women because of the traumatic experience of his past, and yet he's still Upper Moon 3. It's no wonder why he's considered one of the strongest demons and such a respectable martial artist.
Just imagine it! We'd be able to fight each other for the rest of eternity!
Itadori Yuji, not much is really known about this boy's past. All we know is that he's a kind soul with some insane power, but incredibly simple mind. One that landed him in some deep trouble. One time while at the paranormal club he and his friends formed, they discovered a mysterious object that they were going to open up later at night after school ended. Like most mysterious objects, this thing was cursed, quite literally. The object that they found was a finger from the king of curses from hundreds of years ago, and it was calling curses to it. Curses being the manifestation of negative human emotions, and are insanely dangerous. Usually I would say, it's a good thing that a person named Megami, also known as a JuJutsu sorcerer, knew how to handle curses, by using his own type of curse. Energy which uses the negative emotions to basically kill curses, showed up to find the object. Too bad it was too late and not even he could kill that beast. Even with Itadori's amazing strength, one that practically makes him superhuman. Couldn't stop this thing, he was faced with one option, to eat the cursed finger to gain the power to stop this monster, even though that usually would never work, but if it did, the results would be disastrous. Luckily, or unluckily, it did work, and Itadori became the vessel of Sukuna, who easily wiped out that curse from before. Luckily, for real this time, Itadori is strong enough to not only hold back Sukuna, but also literally force him to switch places with him, making him the perfect vessel, which that JuJutsu sorcerer and his teacher thought so as well, and decided to take Itadori to become a JuJutsu sorcerer and find all of the cursed fingers so he could be executed and kill Sukuna for good. After some tests, training, and meeting new teammates, it was time for Yuji to find out how to properly kill curses and use cursed energy. Problem was, he completely sucked at it at first, though he did grow enough to use cursed punches. Good for him though, since his fist is his greatest weapon. As I kept saying, Yuji has some insane power behind him. Itadori is strong enough to throw a metal ball farther than the world record, able to punch a car off the ground, able to go toe-to-toe with some of the toughest curses and JuJutsu sorcerers, and his black flash technique was stated to make a normal hit 2.5 times stronger. This is relevant because it's also stated that 5 of Yuji's black flashes, plus a hit that should equal around Yuji's black flash, could kill Yago, who once created this meteor which destroyed a couple of buildings and caused an earthquake. Assuming the earthquake was at least a magnitude 5 earthquake considering the damage to the buildings and the size of the meteor. This would equal to around 4 megatons of TNT. Of course, since it takes 6 hits plus a 2.5 multiplier, Yuji's strength should come out to around 0.27 megatons of TNT, or 270,000 tons of TNT. Of course, with great power also comes some insane speed. Itadori is fast enough to run 50 meters in 3 seconds, which is a bit over 37 miles per hour. Can dodge, react, and even blitz the fastest of curses, and can even scale to a fellow JuJutsu sorcerer. Maki, he was able to catch a bullet from point-blank range, which would let Itadori be able to react at Mach 90 with ease. He's likely even way faster. As said before, Yuji doesn't have many abilities since he sucks at using cursed energy, though he is still able to again use the black flash and use the divergent fist, which is a lag type of punch, where you not only feel the real punch, but then feel a secondary punch filled with cursed energy. When all else fails, however, Yuji could also sacrifice his will and body and let Sukuna, the king of curses, take control. At the moment Sukuna has 15 of his fingers, the thing that gives him his power, so he's likely even stronger than that 4 megaton meteor and of course even faster than everyone. We can scale him to light speed thanks to Gojo. being able to do that thanks to scaling with his hollow purple, which has the properties of light. Even if we say that Sukuna is 5 times slower because he only has 15 fingers, it still make him at least Mach 174,645. Unlike Yuji, Sukuna has many abilities up his sleeve, including his slashing attacks like Dismantle or Cleave, which cut up an opponent into pieces with no sweat, and even a fiery attack that has not been named yet. With this he can manipulate fire even better than JoJo, who's a master at it and can shoot a powerful fire arrow of sorts to kill his opponent. He can also use 2 very powerful curse techniques. The domain expansion, which for him means slashing and cutting up an opponent with tons of attacks, and the reverse curse technique, which allows Sukuna and technically Itadori to heal from any wound, even if his hand is cut off or his heart is ripped out. All in all, it's no wonder why Yuji is such a powerhouse and the one true vessel of the King of Curses.
Don't poke around inside me. Not without my permission. I hate that punk ass.
Then you come down here, and I'll tear you open!
All of the abilities and feats have been explained. Let's take these fighters and see who would win in a mortal matchup.
Fight!
Despite the very clear physical advantage that Sukuna and even Itadori had, this match was actually not that clear-cut against Itadori. Obviously Itadori was much stronger, over 3,800 times stronger actually, more so once he uses the Black Flash technique. But Akaza was way more experienced and was over 20 times faster, even more since he can predict Itadori's next moves and even eventually. Although it'll take a very long time, to possibly even surpass him in strength, especially since Itadori couldn't actually kill Akaza unless he could outlast him till the sun rises, even though Akaza could just run away, he is faster after all. That is, until Itadori lets Sukuna out, then it's all downhill from there. Sukuna is over 57,000 times stronger and over 95 times faster than Akaza. Along with a healing factor, endurance, and possibly even skills that are just as good as Akaza, letting Sukuna able to easily take care of Akaza till sunrise. Even Yuji could possibly do it as well from how much stronger and tougher he was. In the end, Akaza met his match against someone so much stronger, faster, just as experienced, and skilled. The winner is Itadori and Sukuna.
Hey, what are like some of the craziest villains that you guys have fought?
Seems you've met some of them.
That's a good question.